Ayo, what is good, y'all? So, I'm set up to see the Superman movie tonight, y'all. And I'm actually surprisingly really hyped to see this, joke. Let me explain why I say surprisingly. So, I'm saying surprisingly because I am a huge fan of the DCEU. I was a fan of the Zack Snyder movies. I was a fan of Suicide Squad to the end of that movie because at the end of the movie it got trash. I was a fan of Aquaman, Wonder Woman. I was a fan of what they were doing with that universe. I definitely wasn't a fan when they tried to course correct and started making all the movies kind of like goofy and kind of like Marvel type movies. Like Wonder Woman 2, Aquaman 2. The first Shazam was cool, but the second Shazam was weird. Blue Beetle and Black Adam were cool, but they still kind of were like Marvel DC movies. You get me? The Harley Quinn movie was cool. I enjoyed that, even though they butchered Cassandra Cain. But all in all, I liked the start of the DCEU. Wasn't really cool with how they went after that, but I loved the DCEU. And I'm also not too big of a James Gunn fan. I wasn't really feeling the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I wasn't really feeling Peacemaker. Actually, Peacemaker was actually kind of cool. Creature Commandos was okay, but like I said, I don't really love these James Gunn projects. We have another conversation the other day about what I feel about James Gunn. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of James Gunn. But I'm still super excited for this movie and this whole universe. For comic heads that may get this is kind of how I felt after New 52 was ending and they were ready to start a rebirth. Like, I would like the New 52. I know people didn't like the New 52, people hated on it, but I was cool with the New 52. I think they gave us some really cool stuff. They also gave us some trash stuff in New 52, but I like New 52. But when they did Rebirth, I was excited for what they were doing with Rebirth, and Rebirth was okay for me. And that's how I feel going into this DCEU switch up to DCU. Because yeah, I'm not the biggest James Gunn fan, but I think what he will really do is bring some unknown characters to the light, like Mr. Terrific. I think that's going to be dope. Also, you know, he has Lobo in the next Supergirl movie and even making a Supergirl movie, you feel me? I think there's a chance for his Batman in this universe to be crazy. I'm hoping that they really leave the Robert Pattinson Batman to his own universe and do something completely different with this universe. I think his Batman could be fire. I think this whole universe could be fire. I think this whole universe could be fire. I think with just jumping straight into a universe of heroes, I'd like that idea. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love seeing origins and everything, but let's just jump into this hero world, gods and monsters. I love it. Like, even if I don't like this movie, I still think that they are what they're planning already seems good enough for me to just stick on with it and see where they're going with it. Even if I come out this movie thinking it's trash, I think that they have planted seeds already before I even see this movie, especially with the Peacemaker and also with Creature Commandos. I think they have planted seeds already to have this universe to really boom, and we can do some crazy stuff with this universe. How Marvel's starting to get into magic and stuff like that, and they go into different corners and pockets of the universe. I think we can especially do that with DC, with how they're planning this and doing it. And like I said, even if I don't like this, I think this universe would still be dope. Even if the people don't like this, I think even if this movie flops big time, they're not going to go away from this like they did the DCEU. I think they're going to stay with this and continue this. I think they put their money behind this, and they're going to continue with this even if this movie flops. Which is what I wish they would have did with the DCEU. I wish we would have allowed that universe to grow, especially getting to Darkseid versus the Justice League and the people of the world, and gets the Amazonians too and the Atlanteans. I really wish we would have allowed that universe to get to that. But hey, we're here now. But this universe has a chance to get to that, because I feel like they're going to allow this universe to expand to the point that Marvel has. We've already getting TV shows. They've already said there's going to be animated movies attached to it. We're already getting an R-rated Clayface that they're already started making. Supergirl is coming, you feel me? They filming that, I believe, now for real, or they're close to filming that, you feel me? We get Lobo in that joint. They already got plans for a dynamic duo, which believe is Nightwing and Red Hood. The Green Lantern show is being made right now. So all in all, I'm going into this movie really hyped. I've been seeing a lot of reviews, and the reviews for me are really mixed, and you gotta take a lot of them with a grain of salt, because you know it's early reviews, so a lot of these people were already planning to like this movie and put out their reviews. So you kind of got to take a lot of these reviews with a grain of salt. But the ones I'm seeing and I actually trust, from the people that like it and from the people that hate it, I see that I'm probably going to be somewhere in the middle with this movie. You feel me? That's what I'm thinking I'm going to be, but we'll see after I see this movie. But I'm hyped for this. I'm hoping that they will let DC expand, and please don't let the MCU haters jump on this. All right, please don't let the MCU haters ruin this like they did with the DCEU. I'm hoping we allow this universe to grow and be its own universe, and we finally get some big stuff like get War World stuff like that. Maybe get Trigon in this universe, like some magic, some crazy, like some big time bads, and hopefully we get to Darkseid one. But like I said, I'm hyped for this new DCU universe, and I'm glad that they're going to be mixing animated with the shows. I feel like we're going to get a lot of good DC content. At least I'm hoping.